Righto, first things first, we're going to create a class. So here's all my classes from last year and a couple of extras. Let's go up here, we're going to create a class. Got to give it a name. So I'm going to call this one 10 Maths 6. Section and subject we can leave out. I'm going to put mathematics anyway, just because. Let's create. Ooh, she's going to take a while this time. So here we go. Got 10 maths. So what I can do is I can attach some stuff. So first things first, we're going to have to add some students. Now, we could invite students, in which case you'd have to type every single kid's email address. The shortcut method is go up here and display your class code. And if you've got an interactive whiteboard, make it really big. That's the code that the students have to type in, and I get a lot of practice at this year, I reckon. And one of the things I like to turn off is students can only comment. Otherwise the students can put posts up, and that makes life interesting. So, a couple of things we can do. So first things first, we can put an announcement down in the plus, down the bottom in the bottom right hand corner. So we can create an announcement. Hello, Year 10. We can give it a topic, which is intro. And we post it. Once we've got it posted, we can actually edit it, delete it, make copies, move it to the top, anything we want to do. First thing we might want to do, we might want to create an assignment. So
I think the palette is elegant, and I've been blessed with a wonderful team of fantastic gardeners over the years who understand that and put that into practice.
Wow, these gates are something else, aren't they? Oh. Two stairs, marks the entrance to the Italian garden.
So Mel would have brought those over from Rome in about 1920. We've got a lovely photograph actually of Lady Vesti, who was Melba's granddaughter, feeding the stags some grass on her 10th birthday, so we know they were popped up there in about 1928.
And this is quite an avenue of trees.
It certainly is, isn't it? It's quite
Wow.
an impressive avenue.
And this is the entrance to the orchard.
It is, so
we can give it a due date.
through here with our stone fruit over there.
So the orchard has got lots of very old.
I always like to put the time as midnight. Our first topic is networks, and we want them to complete that. We can also add a YouTube video. And you can search for it directly in YouTube. Networks, shortest path, add that as video, and assign it. So you can see that there's a networks one, tells them what they need to do, tells them when it's due, and once they've completed it, we can come into here and have a look and see who's done it. We can assign it some points, so let's say the homework is 5 exercises, so let's make it out of 5. Yep, update. And we can sort by students. We can have a look at the folder for the assignment, which is actually a didn't work. That's okay, we'll set that up in a sec. And you can set up a link on your Google Drive. So, other things we can do. We can add class materials. So I might like to upload from my Google Drive some of my network stuff. So standard maths, networks resources, and we're going to put graph theory and shortest path. That's going to be one of my slides that I'm going to use. Now what we can do is we can set up our class drive folder. And whenever students submit assignments, they come into here. We can also pop in those resources that we've used just using our normal Google Drive. Just for the sake of your own sanity, sometimes it's nice to have two teachers. So I might like to add Matt Fraser as a co-teacher on this one. You can set up a classroom calendar so that kids can see when things are due, and you'll have everything in one spot. It's lovely to do. The other things that we have access to are, once we've got our students, we can do some other things. We can create questions.
It's incredibly elegant, so all of the original sheets from the Paris labs, but a lot of chinoiserie as well, so you've got a mix of styles that seem to fit together really, really well, which is lovely.
I love all those wonderful photographs. My goodness, there's just about everyone from the Edwardian.
Yeah, so they're all faces there as well, and she was absolutely fantastic. So you've got all the heads of state and the royals in Europe.
Kings and queens.
And this is a girl from rural Victoria, so being in the colonies was hard enough, and being a woman was probably harder. And I think due to her great strength of character and her sense of humour and that social perfectionism, that's what drove her to be able to sort of succeed on the world stage. So it's amazing to see.
Not only the world stage, she was really loved by Australia.
And we can select a multiple choice if we want. Add a couple of 1, 4, 42.
The famous dessert named after the equally famous Nelly. At Rocket City Farm, I'm checking out a great little idea that you can try in your own garden. These garden beds here are
And the students select whichever answer they want to do. And again, single question, leave it as 1 mark.
In here, we've got flowering species.
Righto, other things we can do. Now, if we're dealing with younger students, obviously YouTube isn't going to work. So there are a couple of ways around that. One of my favourite ways to get around it is to use TeacherTube, and I'll do a little video of that a bit later. But now you can see we've set up our Google Class, we've put in an introduction, we've set up a assignment, and we've done a question. So they're some of the key things you can do. There are some other options such as reusing posts. So say for example I wanted to reuse a post from last year, and I wanted to reuse, let's say, perimeter notes. We can reuse that one. So this is coming back from last post, and oh, it was a really lovely post, that one. Let's see if we can find a slightly better one. Say I wanted to get the kids using information and software technology, and I want the students to work on, what's a nice one? Is it really bad? Is it scale? And once you've identified what you think of a solution, then we can start working. A brief history of the internet. And once that's done, then you absolutely want, because they're only there for free now. And you'll see it comes up with everything that was on that, any linked files, and I always suggest that we make a copy for each student, so if they edit it, it's not a huge issue. Sign it. Everybody gets the same thing as was used last year, so there's no point reinventing the wheel. We just run with what we got. So now you can see we've got measurement, introductions, we've got internet and website development, and networks.